ever be.
Pretty much. I don't think I'm mentally there, but I'm ready.
Well, I mean, I think that's as good as a way to start the podcast as ever.
Oh, no shit. Okay. I'm taking a sip of my water. And
Did you rip the label off of that because you're sexually frustrated or because you don't want any endorsement deals to happen on this podcast?
No comment. No. It was just going to be annoying just to hear that crackle the whole entire time. So I just said, fuck it. I'm going to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I also don't want people to see that, like, what kind of water we bought.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you partial towards a particular water?
Yeah. Tap.
Yeah.
No, I really don't care. It was really just a cracking sound. Like, it's literally a bottle of water is a bottle of water. It don't make a fucking difference.
I learned, and this actually goes into the my vacation I was just on, which we'll get into that later.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that my roommate's family despises Dasani water.
That's been a hot one. Yeah, I've heard about that a lot lately. Like, everyone hates Dasani.
Lately?
No, actually, that's so weird because we actually talked about it on our vacation as well.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the same things.
Yeah, exactly. We must have been like, like mind, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Telepathy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I can't think of the word.
They said something that there's something that's in Dasani water that makes you. It's a Pepsi product, so it like they.
Salt.
For some reason I want to say it's salt. Like it's a weird thing.
Yeah, it makes you thirstier, so you want to buy more water. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not what we're talking about today.
No.
I'm gonna try to be very gentle about this topic, Isaac.
Interesting.
Because I know that someone somewhere is going to bitch about it. If you yourself fail something at work,
okay,
you get reprimanded for it.
Okay,
you're like your boss tells you, all right, well, you did this wrong. I'm gonna watch it for a few weeks or something.
Yeah.
If you do it again, it's like, all right, Isaac, I don't know what to tell you, man. And then it's usually like a strike 3. And you're like, I gotta let you go sort of situation. Yeah. How many fucking times does a weather person have to be wrong before they get fired? Because
thank you, Andy.
Because before you go into it, I looked at it online. I wanted to see some statistics on how often the weather people are wrong. I didn't get to go that far into it, but I saw that at a 5-day level, like whenever they do the 5-day forecast, it's 80% correct. Sorry. Yes, 80% correct.
Okay.
At 7 days, it is 90% correct.
False.
Sorry. Yes. At 10. Wait. What did I say? I said 7. No, 7 days. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember it because I had it on my phone.
Yeah.
This is. That.
You said at 7 days, it's 90% correct.
So switch that. It's 80% correct at 7 days. At 10 days, it's 90% correct. At 5 days, it cuts in half.
What?
Fuck, am I wrong on that too? Yeah, I was right originally. What the fuck am I talking about? It's so 5 days 80 or 90, 7 80, and then 10 days is when it's half, when it's split down to half. Does that make sense now? I feel like I really fucked that up.
No, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it doesn't make sense because they said that we were going to just like experience torrential downpour and like 16 tornadoes at once in a 24-hour time frame.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that weather happens, whatever. But I got rain.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Today, there was a little bit of hail, but it was everywhere, dude. everywhere
literally.
was saying that we were going to get absolutely fucked. Like, I went on TikTok and every other thing that I went through was saying, Ohio, you're fucked. Like, you better, like, seek shelter because, like, you're going to get railed if you don't, like, get into a basement or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not good with storms. So I'm stressing out all day. And I'm like, that I don't know what to do. My roommate's going to be gone because she's going to be at work. I'm going to have to protect these animals. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm not going to be one of those people that walks outside when it starts raining and just like stares at the storm. Like, that's not me. I'm the one who's like in the corner, like,
you're like rocking back and forth. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah. And that's just not what happened.
Yeah.
And I just want to know. I want some answers.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I also want some answers because that was the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. And for those who don't know, we're in like central Ohio. So like other parts of Ohio, I'm sure got like hit with heavier rain and whatever. But here, we didn't get jack diddly shit. And the whole entire day, like my whole entire like work day got like completely shifted and like we got nothing done. Well, I mean, we got some stuff done, but like really nothing. And all because we were expecting these fucking tornadoes and literally nothing the whole entire day. I texted you last night and I asked you, did you get anything? And your response was, yeah, no, I'm just gotten rain. Like, this is kind of bullshit.
And I think we've said it before. We live 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So, and there have definitely been times where there was like a tornado warning near me and then you didn't get anything.
Yeah. So like it was possible that you could have gotten something, but then your next response after that was, yeah, it's bullshit. This is really pissing me off. I was expecting it to rain. And I said back to you, this is why we're friends. Cause I was also like, if this was happening yesterday, I would have came in way hotter than I actually was. Cause like literally that's all I fucking heard was just about how it was going to happen. This is going to happen. It's going to be the worst thing ever. And then literally nothing.
Oh, I was furious. I was over the moon yesterday. Yeah. I was the same way. If we had the podcast yesterday, I would have been yelling. I would have been just so pissed. And I like the thing about it is they can argue that like, oh, it's weather. I mean, like, like it changed. It just like went out of nowhere. And it's like, okay, I get that, but you could say every single day that there's going to be a tornado. I would rather you say it's going to rain every single day and it not rain than you just say it's going to be bad today.
Yeah.
Like,
well, the way I described it to my roommate was they'd rather say the worst and let people prepare for the worst rather than not say anything at all and being like, it's probably going to be some like heavy rain and then a fucking tornado hits or like a hurricane or something, you know what I mean?
It's in a landlocked state. We're going to get hurricane.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to come at it at all angles. I'm trying to feel bad for them. I'm trying to be like,
I don't. They fucking suck, dude. They suck. No, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. The weather people suck. You fucking suck. Just be wrong one more time because I'm coming for you.
And I will go one step further. And I honestly am just going to say it. I'm committing war crimes on the meteorologists. I'm saying it here. It is the war on meteorologists because I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point where I want to have my own weather channel.
Yeah.
I want to go outside and look at the sky. In the morning, I'll check. Because how often they do it? They do like morning, noon, mid-afternoon.
Yeah, no, they usually do like, morning, mid, and then late.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm gonna go up, I'm going to wake up in the morning, see what it looks like out there, and then just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And we can film it, we can do whatever. This is because they ain't shit. That is what I've gathered.
I like how your furiousness is, I'm just going to become the weatherman. Yeah. I was thinking I was just going to hoof them in the genitals, like just absolutely just kick them.
I'm at the point where it's like, you go to school for 4 years, maybe longer, to tell me what the weather is, and you're wrong
So
50% of the time.
So many fucking times. And like,
what is stopping me from, like, I can look at some graphs and be like, that looks bad, but it's probably not. Like imagine me going up like in front of the green screen where it shows all the fucking weather and like the little twists and turns and everything, and I just say, well, it looks like it's bad, but it might not be.
yeah. You might want to bring a jacket or not.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. It's like from now on, that's what I want to hear from the weatherman.
Yeah.
I want to hear,
do I need a jacket or do I not?
no, I just want them to hear, you might need a jacket or you might not.
The ratings would go through the roof. It would be like, oh my God, this is so much compelling. This is compelling information.
This guy knows stuff.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
He gets it.
Yeah. And on the really bad days, he's like, you definitely should take an umbrella.
Yeah.
Definitely should take an umbrella.
See, but that's where it's like that whenever they're like, they have their confidence level at above 80, that's where I don't want to trust them. If they say, I'm at 50% sure that it's going to rain, and it's the same fucking thing with the rain app on your phone or the weather app on your phone when it says 30% chance of rain, and that just means that 30% of people will see it. Change the fucking app or the way that you read things, because if it's going to rain and you say 30% of people will see it, fuck you.
Yeah.
If it's going to rain, it's 100%
It needs
chance.
to fucking rain.
It's just not, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Isaac, I'm going nuts and I can't take it any longer.
Well, see, that was the thing. That was the thing with the big storm. I'll call it the BS. That was the problem with the BS yesterday, because it literally, the more and more that they talked it up, the more and more I got annoyed with it, and the more I was like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna fucking happen. And then it really rained hard in the morning. I was like,
it might happen.
It might happen today. The BS might happen.
They're starting hard.
Yeah, the BS that they were talking about yesterday, it's coming for sure. And then it was sunny the rest of the day, and I was like, interesting. And we were supposed to get hit at like 2:00, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. Like, I need to be off the road. Like, I can't be doing any more deliveries.
It's like the calm before the storm. Like,
exactly.
It's getting like, it feels real nice, and that was worrying me. That's what was worrying me.
Exactly.
Like,
it was
change
eerie.
in temperatures. Like, oh, this is.
Yeah, I said this BS is real.
Yeah.
And so then.
Oh, it's fucking BS, all right.
Yeah. And then they go, it's getting pushed back to 4.
Yeah.
I was like, did they just hit the brake? Like, what just happened?
Hey, this meeting, this storm meeting that we have is supposed to be at 2. It's getting pushed back to 4. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah, exactly. Due to overlapping schedules, it's actually going to have to get pushed back. And I was like, okay. No, I'm starting to think this BS is BS. Like, I'm like, this is stupid. So then right before it was 4:00. Still sunny, fucking hammered rain again. I was like, oh no, BS, back on the menu. And then it stopped after 10 minutes. And I was like, dude, I'm so done. I'm so annoyed at this point. I'm like, I hate it. And the whole entire day before and in the day of, this will be great because I know my roommate's going to hear this. My roommate was also same lines as you, was like, we need to get prepared. Her work got called off. Like, not called off, but like they did like pretty much like a half day where they're like, you guys can go home early.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they thought the BS was gonna happen.
Oh my God.
And so then I got a text from her saying, I'll be down in the basement. And then also like I have this prepped, I have this all down in the basement. And it was literally like everything from our fridge, everything. And then went and bought more water, bought flashlights, bought
she's preparing for the end of the world.
Bought literally a bag of ice. Yeah. And I was like, holy crap. I'm like, she's ready, because she was fully expecting.
And you're sitting there like, am I not reacting the way I should be?
Kinda. Yeah. It's exactly what it was. So I was like, I don't know. And then the whole entire day, like, we got there and I kept asking, how's it looking? Yeah, the radar's not showing anything. Okay. And so we just kept sitting down here, 7:00. Well, they said it's probably going to storm pretty hard at 9. I was like, okay, 9:00. And there's nothing on the radar. And I'm just like, oh my God. It was so absurd. But then also too, it made me really laugh because It went from I bought all these things, and then she also said too, I bought a big bag of ice. I'm gonna buy a cooler, and I'm like, okay, like whatever. In my head, I thought like one of the styrofoam coolers or something. And I was like, that'll be fine, because she said like I'm gonna keep some like the food in there or whatever, because she brought down like food because we were fully expecting it. And so I'm like, okay. So then I give her a call on the way back. I'm like, hey, I'm heading home. Like nothing's happening right now, but whatever. She's like, all right, that's good. Like,
oh my,
I got everything.
God, I just saw the fucking cooler. I just look.
That's exactly what I was about to go into. So I asked. I was like, okay, so everything's downstairs. She's like, yeah. And she's like, I went and bought the cooler from Walmart. And I was like,
God.
What kind of cooler? I'm like, you just bought one of those like styrofoam ones, right? And she goes, no. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, don't tell me you bought some fucking giant ass like name brand cooler. And she just stayed silent. And I was like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, did you buy like an Igloo or something? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, did you spend over $100? And she was like, no, come on. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Spent $80.
Yes, literally. And I get home and I see that big fucking thing down here, and I was just like, oh my God. My only thought process was, we'll still use it. Like that'll be used for like parties or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, at least you have that for like if you drive to the beach or something.
Literally, like we needed one of those for Friendsgiving that we did, like, so I was like, oh, whatever. But like literally she went through all the preparations for nothing to happen. Like we fully expected to sleep in the basement. And then at 11 o'clock, I turned to her after playing video games for hours, because we were just down here, and I just go, we going back upstairs? And she's like, yeah, we're going back upstairs. And I was like, all right, sounds good. I'm going to bed. See ya.
I was just sitting in my living room, and I noticed, I turned on, I was playing PlayStation as well, and I looked on there, and I saw you were on, and I was like, well, why didn't I like send him a message or something? And it's all connecting now. It's like you guys were just sitting down here for the whole entire. What'd you do for food? I mean, we
had food down here,
that's
Bob.
Awesome. I mean, like, it's not like you're not right there, but
yeah, exactly.
I'm kind like, I know this isn't the case, but I'm half expecting that Shayna just like brings, like, she gets a George Foreman, and she's cooking on the fucking floor.
I thought we were gonna have the microwave down here too, but we didn't. So at like one point it was like 6 o'clock or something, and I was like, what are we doing for food? And she's like, I'm not really hungry. I don't know. I was like,
I'm not going up there.
I'm actually just gonna go heat up some stuff in the microwave. I'm like, I don't care. And I like looked out. I just continuously like would like go upstairs and just look out, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like rain to me. Like, and then just walk right back down here, because I was like, on the off chance something happens. But like the whole entire time, I was like, I fucking hate the weather people, dude. They're so bad. Like, the only thing they're good about is telling you if it's gonna be fucking hot or cold.
Yeah,
like that's consistent. Like that is consistent. If it is anything to do with weather, it can be like, it's gonna rain. It doesn't fucking rain. It's gonna snow. Doesn't fucking snow. If it does, it's
and it's even worse for people that live in Ohio. And I just want to, the reason why I wanted to go in gentle with this is because I understand that more people across the state of Ohio probably got wrecked. Like I talked to Big O, and she said that it was flooding down in the valley. Like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Like, you were down in a valley. Like, like, for sure.
People definitely got hammered with rain, for sure. But it was not. But it was not the fucking thing we were promised. And it sounds it sounds so absurd. But that BS was supposed to be giant. Okay,
it was,
and like fully fucking doomsday prepped.
And I was at work, or I was in a meeting, and I was saying that I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it. And it's, I don't know, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And I'm just like, I'm just waiting. And someone that lives in Cleveland was saying, yeah, we're supposed to get it later tonight. And I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure the storm's going upwards. If we didn't get anything yet, and it's supposed to hit them tonight, I don't think we're getting anything.
Yeah.
And that's just how, like, and there was like occasionally it was like it got dark out again. We're just gonna like go around in circles of just like it just didn't happen.
Yeah, it was so stupid. But on the same line of weather people sucking, this is fucking everywhere because I was on vacation. Both of us were on vacation, like relatively the same time. Like I went a few days earlier than you did. Just weather people suck everywhere. The apps suck. They're awful. Again, it literally is just the best thing to tell you if it's going to be hot or cold because we literally, I don't know how, I was not expecting this, but we had no fucking clue that it was just going to randomly snow in Arizona. And then they were like, it's probably going to happen. It might not happen though. It's like, we're not expecting any snow. And then we hit a fucking blizzard, like an actual blizzard. And I was so pissed.
And for those of you who don't know, Arizona is in the south. It's in the southwest area of the United States.
Yeah.
It did not snow in Ohio. I know that because I was there for a little bit before I went on my vacation.
Dude, we were so annoyed. We were so annoyed because we were fully expecting to go from like 30-degree weather into like 70 to 80-degree weather. No, we got absolutely shit on the whole entire time. 30 and below, and actually got like rained, snowed, hailed on, literally
everything that could have happened.
Everything. And at the end of it, dude, Arizona sucks. I'm just gonna say it. There was so much I hated about Arizona, and I guess not the full state, but like actual I know Vegas is not in Arizona, but like Vegas in the Vegas area kind of sucks as well. Yeah, okay. I think I've realized that because Vegas is in Nevada, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. They don't believe in fucking lines there, dude. Are we off subject of the weather now?
Oh yeah. Okay. I was trying to figure out a way of like, but no, go.
Yeah. They don't fucking believe in lines. So like the two solid lines of yellow and fucking white that you see on the road. They don't believe in those, Andy. Andy, they don't believe in those. You know what they believe in? They believe in little tiny fucking dots that are just reflectors, that aren't even reflectors because it sucks and it's just covered in soot and shit. So you can't even see what lane I literally was like.
So
I was sleep deprived trying to figure out their fucking lane situation there. And I was like, I'm about to lose it.
So instead of lanes, there were dots.
Yeah. There were dots represented as their lines.
So does that mean that like you can pass?
Oh, no. They functioned exactly how the lines do. They just weren't painted lines. They were just the dots.
You know what? They just really try to be unique down there, don't they?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what they were. They were just fucking stupid because it was the dumbest thing ever. And when you have a sleep-deprived person trying to figure out a new state for the first time...
Oh, for sure.
I was losing my mind. I was like, this vacation starting off on a bad note, which like we can leave like our vacation stories like if you want for like another episode. But like for that and the weather... dog shit, dude. Absolute dog shit. It was horrendous.
Well, and I feel like we can talk a little bit about our vacations, but I think the thing that I'm gathering is once again we prove to the world that we can't do anything. we can't do anything for ourselves because wherever we go, chaos just follows.
It really does. Truly fucking does.
I'm going to tell you a little story.
Okay.
About how my vacation started. I say in quotes because like this was whenever your vacation had started, but I had gone to a wedding.
Okay.
So I go to a wedding for one of my friends.
Forgot about that.
And I don't know if I've stated it on the podcast, but I've gained some weight. Mm-hmm. Not a lot, but enough for me to not be able to fit into my suits. Mm-hmm. So I think the one suit that I do own is at my mom's house that fits me. So and it's a tan suit, so it's not going to go with the wedding anyway. It's in the middle of March. It's kind of like not really the color that you wear as a guest at least. So or even as a wedding party. We know from working at Men's Warehouse that if the colors you got to wear. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I'm trying to fit into this dark blue suit And we're at my apartment, my roommate and and I get into it. The shirt still fits. Thankfully, the shirt still fits. I don't wear the jacket because like it's a little bit too formal for the wedding and whatever. Don't really need to do that. I get my pants on, and it's a tight fit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like struggling to get the zipper and the like the clasp together, and I finally do it. And my roommate's like, okay, well, like your butt looks real good in those pants, but like I can tell that like
Were your pockets flaring?
no, I don't
Andrew?
think I don't know. I can't. I honestly, it might be a little bit of a blur, but it was a little uncomfortable. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be. But at one point, we're still at home. I go to take off my pants, and the zipper's a little caught. So I'm like, okay, well this sucks. So I'm like, can you help me like get this undone a little bit? Get it undone. I go to the bathroom, and then we head out. Perfectly fine. I'm a little uncomfortable driving, as you do in tight pants. I chug a whole entire thing of this on the way there. It's only an hour drive, not too bad. We get there, and I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom before the ceremony starts. Probably a smart idea. I can't get him undone, Isaac.
I was really expecting that. I was like, this sounds like a piss story to me.
I'm standing in the first I'm standing like at the urinal, and I'm thinking, okay, this is where the magic happens. And I thought, I'm not getting this undone. So I go into the stall, and I swear to God, like I feel this doesn't actually happen, but I feel like I got my foot against the wall, and I'm like wrenching at it, like just like really trying, and I'm like, this isn't gonna happen. And I'm thinking, I gotta piss before I start drinking because it's just not gonna go well.
Yeah.
And I'm in there for 10 minutes, and I come back out. I just tell my roommate, like, it's stuck. It's just not happening. And we go through the ceremony. Ceremony's only, I don't know, 20 minutes. Go down to cocktail hour. I'm fine. I'm really not as bad as I thought I would be. Do cocktail hour, talk to friends that I haven't seen in a long time, drink a few drinks, and we go upstairs because it's finally time for to eat dinner. And I think, okay, I'm going for round 2. I'm going to try this again. I go in there, go into the stall and I go into the handicap stall because I know I'm going to need more space.
Yeah. For all the fucking elbows and like shoulder movement you're going to have to try to get this thing unzipped.
Exactly. And so I and it's a fucking small zipper, it's like, it's hard to grip. It starts to hurt after a while. So I'm going like
small zipper.
Yeah. I'm going for it. I'm really trying. And then I kind of like get my fingers in there, and it starts to go a little bit. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like I'm finally getting it. I'm going. And then I just go and just rip the fucking zipper right off the pants, dude. Right off. And it's like, it's the wiring that's like loose. So, and I think maybe I can try to zip it up. First of all, it was just caught on a little bit of fabric. That's it. Just a little bit of fabric. It wasn't even the fact that I was overweight or it didn't fit the pants anymore. Just a little bit of fabric. And I'm thinking, okay, I pee, I get it back, like get myself all like tucked in or whatever. And I think, I wonder how noticeable it is. And I'm wearing like a tan shirt, and there's that little like piece of tan like sticking out of the zipper. So I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. So I just like, I button up again. I can't zip it up. So I just like, I take my shirt and I just like cover it. And I walk out to the table, and Alexa's like, here, let me help you so you can get tucked in. I'm like, no. You don't understand.
Yeah, you really, really do not need to do that.
and I said, I ripped the zipper right off. And she's like, no, you didn't. I was like, I surely did. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to ask you something. Can you go out to the car to grab my like jacket or whatever she was wearing? I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I stand up and she's like, I can't believe you just like, you're just walking around untucked. And we're like, and I'm just like, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to do. And so I go out there and I see my friend Juice that just got married. And I just jokingly say to him, like, I'm out of here, I'm leaving. And he's like, you better not be. And I said, no, but I just ripped my pants in half. And he's like, no way, let me see. I'm like, I'm not letting you see that. It's right on the zipper, man.
Yeah.
So I go and get her jacket, go and I sit down and eat. Everything's fine. And everything's fine for the rest of the night. Nothing else happens. But I
You were waiting for your Johnson to fall out, pretty much.
Sure, yeah. Good thing I wore like black underwear because, and it's dark in there, you know. But I can't catch a break, man. Like I feel like I've definitely played a little risky going with the pants that were a little bit too tight. But like, what else am I gonna do, man? I tried fitting into like my 3 other suits that I own that are in my closet. All of them were like just a little bit too tight. But that one was like the best option that I had.
Here's the question, Andy.
Okay.
When did you do this?
What do you mean?
When did you try them all on? Did you try them on the day of?
Oh, surely. Yeah.
You
of course.
fucking animal.
Well, did I do it the day? Yeah, I did.
You're that person that walked into the Men's Warehouse the day of a wedding, or like the day before, and was like, "Yeah, none of my stuff fits. I need a whole entire outfit."
That's the thing. I knew, I was not gonna be that guy. So but I didn't. I wasn't that guy. I didn't go into the Men's Warehouse. One, because I don't know where it is, but secondly, Alexa, my roommate, also said, she's like, okay, let's go to like a Kohl's or something, get you some pants. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna just go and get some Kohl's pants or whatever.
Oh my god, I would have said fuck it, I don't care.
But the thing was that they fit. I got them on. I had, other than the fact that I couldn't get the zipper down when we were home, there was no reason for me to think that it wasn't gonna work. Thankfully, the zipper, I think the pants are still salvageable.
Yeah.
I think I just would need to get a new zipper. That's it.
Easy enough.
Yeah. And it was one of those suits that I got for free. So it's like,
it wasn't, yeah.
It's a little sad because it's like one of my favorite suits because it's one of my first suits, but it's not like the end of the world. I mean, like, we never wear suits anymore. Like, you and I have like a whole wardrobe of nice shit
that we just don't wear.
Yeah. So it's like you wear them to a wedding and then to funerals, and I would love to wear suits like more often, or not even just like full suits, but just like nicer clothes.
I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna say, dude, I would love to go to more funerals so I can wear these things. I literally thought you were gonna say that, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, that's a little,
I'd love to get these things in action, man.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
People keep dying, I keep wearing.
What a saying. What a saying. Can we get that on a shirt?
Yeah, absolutely.
People keep dying, I keep wearing. Fuck. That's hard.
That is hard.
That's a hard line to say. Like, if that was like a killer in a movie that like wore suits all the time, that's a hard line.
That's like Silence of the Lamb or something. Like, I keep killing and I keep wearing their skin.
Jeez, now we're on a different road now. We're on a way different path.
I don't know. I think we were right on there. Well, I think that's a pretty solid way to end this episode. We have, I'm sure you just scratched the surface with everything that happened on your vacation. I feel like I was annoyed. I was definitely annoyed when we were on vacation. A little car sick here and there. I don't know how much I can really bring to the table for our next episode if we go into the vacation stuff, but I surely know you do.
It was really one day, but yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and I feel the same way. I feel like also one day out of the 7 days that we were there. Oh yeah. I got some things to say.
Yeah, and it's all to do with those fucking weathermen. Pieces of shit. I really think I'm gonna kick them.
Look at me right now, right in the eyes. If you're a weatherman,
Right in the fuck.
fuck you.